I get asked regularly, what's your favorite dance? And I can't say that I have a favorite. I can say that West Coast Swing is the dance I probably have the most satisfying dances of, because there's a little more liberty for me as a follower. But one of my favorite dances was a samba with Michael Kim, when I hadn't done samba in 8 years. Michael Kim's got another one, doing a cha-cha on carpet at a country event outside the ballroom. So it's about the music and the moment and the partnership and what we call in dance a connection. It's the feel between the two partners. The follower being able to execute and embellish what the leader's got in mind and in body to do to the music. But still, I've got a couple of also top 10 dances with Mario Robau out of Houston. One of them was in New Orleans, and there was a group of the professionals that had gone down on Bourbon Street after the competition, and we wound up in a little blues bar with a live band on Bourbon Street, and we'd had a couple of shots, and there were about 10 of us, and a song came on that the musicians were playing, and I don't think anyone else was on the dance floor. And Mario and I got up. Mario, to me, for West Coast Swing, is one of the absolute most brilliant leaders. I mean, there are some exceptional leaders, and I'll give you a couple of my favorites: Terry Roseborough and Mark the Marine, but Mario is really, really good, as many women will attest. And he made best use of me. We made best use of the music. Shortly after we got started, the musicians realized that we were doing things right with them. And people that were non-dancers that were sitting within the bar noticed this as well. So we're feeling the groove of the music and portraying it physically. And the people watching it were hearing little oohs and ahs and ohs based on what we hit. And it was really just an exceptional and probably pretty close to the most flawless dance I've ever had. Most dances, at least for me, are not flawless. They all have some little miss between the leader and the follower. He's saying something physically that I don't quite get, or I get it a little late or a little early. Part of what makes you an advanced dancer is that you don't worry about those things because they just happen. And you cover for them as effortlessly as possible, or you make something out of the mistake and turn it into something even more creative. I frequently tell my followers that getting to be an advanced follower in West Coast Swing is learning to follow comfortably confused. Because if you aren't comfortable about change, right? You won't stay with what he's doing, because you really can't anticipate the changes that the leader can make. So you just have to be comfortable being confused. And anyway, that was my best dance. I have had a number of dances that have been extraordinary and memorable, and sometimes they are not with the most advanced dancers. Sometimes and for me it's again one of the reasons I like social dancing. It's dancing with a beginner or an intermediate leader who manages to pull something off that he's only done in a class, or we really make everything work that he knows how to do, and so he feels better about the dance, or I see an aha moment, that you almost see that light bulb go off over someone's head when you're dancing with them, because they've now realized something new about dance or made something work, or sometimes I'll pull something on them that they weren't expecting, and it's a pleasant surprise, or it creates some new idea for them. There are lots of reasons and lots of things that make really great dances. And even though I may have an unofficial top 10, I've had hundreds and hundreds of really exquisite dances. And actually, very few bad ones. So just dance.